the World Cup. Well, I'm delighted to say Owen and I are joined by former Australian Test captain Mark Taylor, a man who captained Shane Warne and was a great friend to him. We remember Shane now. He left an indelible mark on the game and on those who loved him.
Dad was our shining star in life, and now he's shining down on all of us. We will do you so proud, Dad, and we are so proud of everything you have achieved.
I thought it was a hoax.
Took quite a while to sink in with.
Shane could do genius, rock star and mate like no one else.
He was a person that you wanted to be in a room with.
For me, thinking about the good times, the good memories is something I do every day.
I'm an entertainer. I like to think when I walked out on the field, I went out there to entertain and I went out to win.
We wouldn't remember 2005 as fondly as we do if it wasn't for Shane Warne.
When I saw people saying, Warnie's over the hill, Warnie should retire. Really?
He was a genius.
I just did him properly because he thought it was a straight one.
This man is incredible.
As soon as it hit the stumps, I was like...
England have regained the Ashes.
We beat a side with the greatest cricketer of all time in it.
I'm not going to retire from cricket until we've got the Ashes back.
Beautifully bowled, Shane Warne.
Every other player in the Australian team would say, yeah, we believe. Not like him.
I said to him, you're embarrassing yourself. You're never going to bowl me around my legs.
Oh, he's got him and he's bowled around the legs. There it is. Australia have regained the Ashes.
The truth is, I got out to Shane Warne a lot.
700 for Shane Warne. The MCG goes wild.
He made our team better. He made cricket better.
That was a pretty good day.
If you were going to write your own tombstone, here lies Shane Warne, he...
Bold Shane.
Bold Shane indeed. We have a two-part documentary on Shane throughout as we go through our coverage of the cricket. Mark Taylor, it's great to see you. Great to have you along. Wish it was under happier circumstances on so many levels.
Well, you've taken the words right out of my mouth, Warne. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. Always loved coming to Lords. I think back to 1989 when I came here as a young Australian cricketer and walk on these grounds. I still get that goosebumps today. But I wish it was under different circumstances. I really do. We've lost a great mate in Warne and a guy that endeared himself to the English public. I probably started out hating him because he got too many wickets. But by the end, they absolutely loved him. And why wouldn't they? He's a terrific fellow and a great loss to the game.
It's such a shock too. When you think of Rob Marsh as well and Andrew Simons more recently, and you just, what's going on?
Yeah, it's nice to be standing here at the moment, isn't it? It's been a tough few months actually for Australian cricket. Last year we lost Dino, and then Rod Marsh, as you say, Simo last week, Warne a few months ago. It's been a very strange time. You think these cricketers, particularly the legends, particularly the Warnes and the Marshes, are going to go on forever. You sort of expect them to go into their 80s and 90s, but it just shows you the fragility of life, I suppose, and you've got to enjoy it while you're here, and that's why I'm here.
Are your great memories of Shane the player, the man that you captained, won Test matches with, or Shane the person off the field?
Bit of both. Some stories I can tell, some I can't.
Some not to be broadcast.
But look, he was just fun to be around, and I think every commentator, every player who's played with or against him would say that about Warne. He lightened the room. He made it fun to either play golf or cricket or cards. Whatever he was doing, he played to win, but he played for fun, and I think that's what came through, and that's why I think people, not just here in England, but right around the world, warmed to him, because they sensed the fun in him, and it doesn't matter who you are, we like that. We like that about Shane Warne.
I was thinking, whenever I knew I was going to be working with him or playing golf with him or his name popped up as a message on my phone, I thought, this is going to be a good day. that was just, it was infectious, wasn't it?
And he was one of those guys, you'd walk into a room and you'd just notice him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the teeth, whether it was the hair at times, because the hair started out red, that's how I remember. He was one of those guys when one goes, oh, there's Warne, there he is over there. And that's the sort of guy that I will remember. But playing with him, he made me a better person and a better captain. And that's the other thing I remember about him being on the field, that when you got a chance to captain someone like Shane Warne, you learnt things. And as a cricketer, no matter who you are, whether you're a captain or not, you always got to be learning. Warne taught me a lot about spin bowling.
Well, you picked his cricket brain often enough here at London Spirit and other times, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be around for the last 2 years with the London Spirit. He's certainly the most charismatic man I've ever come across in my life. And on top of that, you couldn't believe how kind he was, how his life is built around his family and being a father. And everybody got that feeling. He seemed to have time for everybody. Certainly at the home of cricket, a place that it isn't easy to meet people, we loved it.
Well, one thing about Shane is he was so proud of his children. Sadly, they couldn't make the journey from Australia to be here today, but Jackson and his two sisters have sent this message.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for giving myself and my two sisters, Brooke and Summer, the opportunity just to say thank you to everyone that's listening and watching to this and that's sent us a lot of love over the last 3-4 months. It's been a very difficult last 3 or 4 months, but to see the amount of love not only from the cricketing world but from the sporting world of how much you all loved and respected him has been unbelievable. And not only just Dad in general, but he was the reason that some of you bowled leg spin, some of you played cricket, some of you got into cricket, some of you were watching the cricket to listen to his commentary just for his insight and pick his brain apart. And it's been awesome to see the amount of love he's received, but also to see him come to this ground and not only as a player, but a commentator and also a coach for the London Spirit.
Yes, so thank you so much to everyone for your love and support over these last couple of months. It's been really difficult, but having everyone's support and, you know, cards, flowers, whatever it may be, a simple message, we've seen it and we're so grateful. So thank you so much for helping us get through this. And we'd also like to say a huge thank you to the MCC for giving our family the honour of naming the commentary box after our dad, and as well as the first test. We also can't wait to see the commentary box in person.
We're forever grateful that you're keeping his legacy alive. I mean, in Melbourne we have the Shane Warne stand at the MCG, and now we have the Shane Warne commentary box in the UK where his second home was. So you're keeping his legacy alive in both of his homes. I mean, when we were kids as a family, he would take us to Lords and show us around, say, this is where I grew up, this is where I'll play cricket. And now, every time we look at the Shane Warne commentary box, we'll hear his voice, we'll hear his laugh. And
see his shiny, white, natural teeth. Natural white teeth.
And although he won't be there, he'll always be with us in spirit and watching over the test. And we're so grateful for everything that you guys are doing. So thank you.
Come on, Jacko, they weren't natural white teeth, we all know that. I mean, I mentioned earlier he was so proud of his children. Whenever you spoke to Shane about any of the kids, his face lit up. You were at the private funeral, you were also at the state funeral, which was watched, incidentally, by 1 billion people around the world. The way the 3 kids and his dad and brother handled themselves, but the way the 3 kids handled themselves, he would have been immensely proud.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt he was very proud of them, and they were very proud of him. Yeah. And that came through in all the 2 funerals, and their resilience shone through, and that's something they've got from probably mum and dad, I dare say. Great resilience.
Okay, well, you heard Brooke, they say that the MCC are allowing us to rename our commentary box the Shane Warne commentary box. Michael Atherton is over in the JP Morgan Media Centre with some very special guests.
Thanks, Wardy. After Richie Benaud, I don't think any Australian cricketer had such a warm and special relationship with an English audience. Shane loved playing in England. He loved playing on this ground. He commentated for many years in our commentary box, and the MCC have given us the honour of naming our commentary box after the great man. Michael Cohen, who was Shane's long-term English agent, is alongside me, as well as Rob Key. Michael, you're going to open this in a minute, cut the ribbon. But before I do, Rob, just a quick word. You're a great mate of Shane's. Good luck today, by the way. I'm sure you'd hope your team can play with a bit of his kind of spirit and generosity of spirit as well.
Yeah, can you imagine if we got to a time when we didn't pick a spinner or something like that, how quickly he'd be onto the BFK, what are you doing, and having a go at me. But he's just one of the greatest people ever, he was.
Good luck today. Michael, you've got a few words to say.
Thank you, Michael. On behalf of Shane Warne's family, Shane's mum and dad, Bridget and Keith, his brother Jason and family, and from his children who you just heard from, Brooke, Jackson and Summer, I want to say a big thank you to the MCC, the ECB, and to Sky for bestowing this great honour on Shane. It is just so hard to believe that Shane is no longer with us, but I know that he is shining down on us and beaming with pride at this very moment. Together with my colleagues James Erskine and Andrew Neophytou, we had the privilege of being Shane's managers for 23 years. Along with Helen Nolan, Shane's personal assistant, Shane was more than a sporting phenomenon to all of us. He was one of the kindest and best human beings we knew, and we all miss him very much. Lords was important to Shane. His portrait painting by Fanny Rush is displayed in the pavilion here, and Shane had some of his greatest cricket successes playing for Australia here at Lords, grabbing a 4-wicket haul in an innings 3 times, and he was man of the match in the 1999 World Cup final when his spell of 4 for 33 against Pakistan won the match for Australia. In 2009, Shane was awarded honorary life membership of the MCC here at Lords, something which meant a huge amount to him. After his playing career had finished, Shane spent many memorable days with his producer, Brian Henderson, Brian's team, and fellow Sky commentators in this commentary box. So I know he would have been delighted that this Sky commentary box has been renamed the Shane Warne Commentary Box, which I'm now honoured and proud to open.
Do the honours, Michael. Well done. Let's have a quick wander in. There it is, the Shane Warne commentary box. This is where we'll be broadcasting from in a minute or two. We've tried to deck it out in a way that is fitting and hopefully, you know, does the great man proud. Hopefully the cricket can live up to his name as well today, Wardy.
Well done, thanks to everyone up there. We've got the Shane Warne commentary box and the Shane Warne stand down at the MCG. That would make him proud. Well, both would, actually, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt the old great Southern stand now become the Shane Warne stand at the MCG. But to have a commentary box named after you at Lords, where you try to beat the old enemy, that is a huge honour. And it wouldn't be lost on Warne, and it certainly won't be lost on his family.
Well, we will continue to remember the great man as we go through this test match, but it's time to get underway. The sun is shining. Looking forward to it?
I can't wait. Start of our international summer is always something to behold. Sun's out, first test match at Lords. Couldn't ask for any more.
As I say, the sun is shining. New Zealand have won the toss and they have decided to bat. There's been a lot going on this morning.